All right.
All
So
right, let's see. All right.
let's do a podcast.
All right, let's do it. All right, well, thank you for joining us today, Jen.
You are so welcome.
Yes, so Jen has been a repeat customer here at
And
Allura
will be again.
Kitchen. Yep, and we're going to just ask her some questions about her experience and her thoughts and see where it goes from there.
Great.
So thank you for coming.
Of course.
It's great.
You know I would do anything for you at this point.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Why don't you start by telling us a little bit about like a little bit of your story and how you ended up in your house and how you wanted to do this.
Well, how I ended up in my house, I sold my house in Maryland after losing my husband.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep, and so I had to find a new place to land, a new place to try and create a home.
Yeah.
So I moved back to Newark, which is where I grew up.
Nice.
My kids were nearby.
Yeah.
Friends were still nearby. Just seemed home. So we went on the hunt, and I found this house, and it's in this perfect neighborhood, lovely neighbors and great mature trees, but it needed a lot of love. It hadn't been loved in a little while, and it didn't have an operating kitchen.
Yeah, I can attest to that.
It did not have an operating kitchen.
Yeah, you were risking your life using that kitchen, that's for sure.
It wasn't anything you'd invite anybody over to see.
No, what was the oven from? Like 1920?
I don't know.
It might have been the first model oven ever created. Yeah. It was that old.
The house was built in 1962, and nobody had done anything with it.
It was a 1962 oven. Yeah.
And it was sad.
Yeah.
And not loved. And so we needed to love it. And I had squirrels coming into the kitchen.
Oh my gosh.
All kinds of stuff. So, structurally, we got the roof fixed, we got some floors fixed, and then it was like, I need a kitchen. It's the heart of the home. We need to get the kitchen. And I knew what my budget was. And I started talking to people. And before I even bought the house, actually, when I was just looking at it, she was like, if you buy this, then I have your kitchen people. And she was like, it's Allura. You have to look at them.
Who was that?
That was Julie Spagnola. She's a realtor.
Yeah.
And she just said they do the most brilliant work, and you can count on them. So I'm this woman coming into the very unknown.
Yeah.
On my own, hoping to be able to trust somebody.
How's that feel? Is that like
awful? It's scary.
Yeah, scary.
It is actually very scary because, and I made a mistake in redoing this house, just one, but and you came and saved me and fixed it. But you want to think that everybody's honest, and they're not always. So I was told no matter what you do, get at least 3 estimates. So I went out and I started getting estimates, and what I found in it was it didn't matter that you were spending upwards of $50,000. People would still just ghost you and blow you up.
Really?
That nobody was excited to get, I guess, I don't know why. I started with picking out cabinetry and getting a design. And here's where it really kind of shifted a bit for me. And these people they were like, yeah, we can do all this. But you can't put an island in your kitchen. And I was like, why not? It seems like that space would suit it. I'm not a kitchen table and chairs kind of girl. And I need more storage because I did downsize and I still have a lot of stuff.
That's a common problem. I got you there.
And stuff I don't want to let go of.
Yeah.
So they kept saying, no, you can't do this. And I had talked to you on the phone. And I called you back later. And I was like, I really want to kind of come in and see what you've got to say. Yeah. Because these other 2 people were kind of telling me the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, well, you can't do that. You can't do this. And, you might need to open your budget a bit more. And
okay.
I'm going to go talk to somebody else and
So you sat with 2 other companies before you came and sat with our designers, right? Yeah. And when you were at those, you mentioned that they were telling you can't do stuff. Yeah. You got a lot of no's.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and you're trying to tell them like how you wanted your kitchen.
How I envisioned it.
Yeah.
Because I had an idea. I knew what I like. Sometimes you can walk into a room and you can see what it could be. Yeah, you saw the potential then. I saw what it could be. So when someone tells you no in that situation, like what does that feel like? Why not? Yeah. I was like, I guess I have enough confidence to go, this isn't a me thing. This is a you thing. Yeah. So there's no reason that I can't put an island in this kitchen. Do you think they just didn't want it? I think they didn't want to, or they weren't savvy enough to figure out. They were like, it would be too big, it would be too unwieldy, you don't have the space to get around it. And I said, yes, but if we move these cabinets back a bit, instead of having them be this wide, we make them this wide.
Can I ask you, did they actually draw it out for you?
Yeah.
And they still, and when they drew it out,
when
they
drew it out, the one made the island half the size of what the one is in my kitchen.
Oh.
And she said, well, we could do this.
Mm.
And I'm like, that's not, okay. And
Yeah.
listen, you know me, you're starting to get to know. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to pick up my ball and I'm going to go somewhere else and see if that's really a no everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like you did good due diligence then.
I think so.
I mean, you actually got three quotes, right?
I don't know. If you're telling me no, maybe the answer really is no.
So you started from scratch in this. Like, you didn't have a super amount of contacts or experience.
I was doing.
Yeah, so you were trusting the people.
Budget.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. And then you went and got your research and you got your quotes. And
like I wanted an apron sink. I never even said this to you. And she's like, you can't do an apron sink. And I was like, okay. So I even let that one go. Oh. I didn't even bring that up to you guys. I should have, but I didn't. I was just excited that somebody was willing to entertain my island idea, which, by the way, turned out incredibly well.
It's a pretty big island, too.
It looks like it was supposed to be there the whole time. It does. It's 3-seat. All this storage on the other side. It's gorgeous. Yeah, no,
my
kitchen is gorgeous.
It is gorgeous, yeah.
Somebody actually saw my kitchen on your website, looking through pictures, and she reached out to me and she was like, so I'm looking at getting my kitchen redone. You know, like, your kitchen's gorgeous. Are you happy with Allura? And I was like, well, sit down. Yeah. Let me tell you about Allura.
Yeah, no, I mean, it looks fantastic. And is it more functional, do you find, than what you have now?
Well, first of all, I didn't have a functioning kitchen.
Well, yeah, okay, true. We can use it now.
Did it get set up in a way that is very easy for me to use? Absolutely.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Plus, I got a custom little shelf thing.
Yeah.
Which matches my floors.
That was pretty cool. Who built that one for you?
Your father.
Yeah, Alan did that one. Yeah, yeah. That one. The pictures on that one are pretty.
And I didn't cut like that. Yeah. This is totally Tim coming up. Like, I went in with, this is the colors I'm thinking about. This kind of floor I was thinking about, and I really want to get an island in. I want to move this back if it's possible, and I kind of want to leave the footprint mostly the same, except I don't want a separate oven and a separate range top. Like, you know.
Yeah, you want the Yeah,
I mean, the kitchen didn't make any sense the way it was. Yeah. And Tim said, okay. And he put some things together, and some of it was like, well, no, I see where you're coming from, but I still want this to be this way. So, you know, we did move things back around, and then he was like, what do you think about open shelving? And I was like, I love it. Yeah. And he was like, okay, give me a minute. And he came back with this design that everybody's like, oh, I love it.
It is super cool.
It is super cool.
And it's unique.
And I've zhuzhed it up just right, so it is perfect. Yeah. But it's usable.
Yeah, nobody else has that. No. Nobody else is going to have that. No. It's just for your house. But
it brings everything together really nice.
That's awesome. So when you went through the design process it was Tim, right? Yeah. So you went through the design process with Tim. That's awesome to hear. Great. And you went through like multiple iterations of this design, it sounds like. Yeah. To get what you were.
He had a different idea as far as usability for the kitchen. Yeah. He wanted these landing zones, and I was like, listen, I'm old school. My landing zone is the top of my island. That's where I land.
There it goes. Yeah.
So we can get rid of that idea and put this back. And he was like, okay, well, if we do that, then we could do this. And I was like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah. And so when you had that conversation, was it a little bit different experience than the other two ones?
Yes,
like, how was the difference there?
Because before, I felt like when you're sitting with somebody and they've got these drawings and they're telling you what's possible. Yeah. And you just believe them, because I don't know. I don't know any different.
Don't know what you don't know.
If you're telling me that this is all that's possible in my budget, then I guess that's all that's possible. Yeah. And when I would say, well, couldn't we do this? And she was like, well, maybe. I don't know if you can get a cabinet that's only 18 inches wide. I don't like that custom. All right. Okay. All right. I'm listening.
Sounds frustrating.
It was. It was, because what seemed simple to me was obviously a little more involved. Yeah. Okay. But when I brought that to Tim, he was like, yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Which was, that was the day when I was like, where do I sign? Okay, who do I write a check to? Let's get started. That was the other thing, is that I had spent, I don't know, I want to say at least 6 weeks, like getting all of these other things, and we weren't getting anywhere. But when I came to you and I was like, okay, I love this. Let's get started.
Yeah.
And it was still just a jumping off phase. And then I got a phone call from you. Okay, we're going to get you on the schedule. And this is what we're looking at. And this is how long we think it's going to take. And darn if you didn't keep it within that, like, lovely little, and even coming in towards the end, I had these 2 windows in the kitchen. Yeah. And they sucked.
They were also 1962,
they were
I'm guessing.
1962 windows, just like the rest of my house. You can't clean them.
Could you open them?
No, the one you couldn't open.
Yeah. No, the neighborhood
and they
is
all
old.
had these extra windows over them. Like, I'm not even old enough to understand these damn extra windows.
Yeah.
like you couldn't, but this kitchen was coming together so beautifully, and you came one day, like, you checked in all the time. And I'm like, AJ, like, I love seeing you, but he's like, I just want to make sure everything's going okay.
Yeah.
Who does that? So you came the one day, we were getting towards the end. Oh, and Mel. My God, that man needs to be, like, given a crown or something.
King Mel, right? Yeah.
He took things and he made sure that everything was perfect.
He's fantastic.
And he did trim around my windows that we hadn't even talked about.
I know, he fancied it up. I walked in, I was like,
so much better.
Yeah. I was like,
I could have thought of.
I was like, no, did you tell him to do that? And he's like, no, he just said he had a cool idea, and you were like, go for it. Yeah.
Because at that point I did trust. At that point I trusted. But you came one day and you're like, you really ought to think about doing this. And I was like, oh, AJ, really? And you were like, just think about it. Let me see if I can get you some prices. And I was like, all right. And somehow, this is where I will give it to you. You got me prices on these 2 windows without doing my entire house that were actually manageable.
Yeah.
And that's not the norm either.
Now, did you get prices on windows alternatively too? No. Yeah.
I wasn't doing windows. I was doing a kitchen.
A lot of windows adds up. Yeah. Done it.
Well, and I know I need you to do the windows, but that wasn't on the agenda. Daggone, I've almost rebuilt that entire house.
You have done a lot. But it looks fantastic. It's so much easier to live in there. It is. It is the coolest little house, right? It's just awesome. Yeah.
And we're working on the landscaping, Haley and I.
Hey, landscaping looks great.
It's going to get
there. Yeah. It was all overgrown, and now it looks. Yeah. You spent a lot of time out there.
I think that the people that lived there before really loved it. I think they loved it there, but I think that the gentleman that lived there, he kind of got too old to really do anything, and then when things started planting themselves, he just let them grow. I think he lost his wife, and I think
that stinks.
I think it changed things for him. So when I came into the house, it needed some love.
You have poured so much love into that house. So much love. It's unbelievable, right? And it's fun to do that. I mean, the
crazy part is that now I've gotten here, and I thought that when I had done the kitchen, I said, like, listen, I'm going really classic, simple, because I don't want to do it again in 10 years. And now I'm even rethinking that.
Do them every 10 years.
Like, listen, now all of a sudden this powder room, which was going to be a couple $1,000. Why? Let's do something. It's so tiny. Yeah. Let's do something fancy in there.
So we did the kitchen too, but we also did a bathroom.
Yeah, upstairs. Right? Yeah. The pink nightmare.
Yeah, she had the old school.
Oh my God.
Pink bathroom, right? Which
pink toilet.
Fun. Yeah.
Pink floors, pink walls, pink linoleum. It was awful.
They say trends tend to come around, but I'm glad that the pink toilet trend has not come back.
It was awful. Yeah. We both know it was awful.
So when you did the bathroom, that was how far after the kitchen? It was pretty quick.
It was pretty quick. I mean, we finished the kitchen before Christmas, and then we finished the bathroom in February. And the bathroom only took like less than 3 weeks. Yeah. You guys demoed that, took everything out, and then we redid the shower. I mean, we gutted it.
Is that the one that you use mainly?
No, that's Haley's, my daughter's bathroom.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I think Brandon did that one.
Yeah, right? He did.
Yeah, what do you think of Brandon?
I love Brandon. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
He comes across as so quiet, But if you get him going, like he can
He's a
chat.
jokester sometimes
He can
too.
and
Yeah.
he's just the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Nicest guy. And loves to talk about his family, his wife, and his
does.
dogs, and
loves his dog.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah. Because I remember because you were like, I want Mel back. And I'm like,
I did.
I don't think Mel can come back. He was building his house or something.
He was.
And so.
And he was on other projects here, and like.
I was like, look, he's not Mel, but
I'm sending it, and he was sweet.
Yeah, he's like mini Mel.
Yeah,
right?
he is. Yeah. He is. And Mike came along with him a couple of times, and he's funny as heck.
Mike is one of the funniest. I always told him he should be a stand-up comedian.
Seriously.
One of the funniest guys. Just the things that.
But I mean, when you can let someone into your house, I feel like at this point with Allura, if you told me the devil was coming, I'd be like, well, I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Lucifer's coming.
Yep.
Yeah, you're like, oh, well,
he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I want you to be a part of my family at this point.
I would say we definitely are.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I just know I wouldn't go anywhere else to do a project.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we'll take care of you.
And I did. I went rogue after I had the other bathroom done and was allowing somebody to do a downstairs bathroom. And
so do you want to talk about that? Right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so
why not? Why not?
So we did your kitchen.
You did my kitchen. Gorgeous.
And then you had, did we get you a price on the
Yes.
Okay. And
somebody came in. Somebody came in and said, who knew Allura, and said, oh, I could do it for half of that, honestly. And I was like, well, I don't know. This is somebody that I had worked with a little bit through Allura initially, and I thought, great guy. He seemed like he was desperate to get something going. And I thought, okay. Started the project in April. Allura just finished it for me today.
So we came back out to finish the one that
we didn't do.
Yeah.
No, you rescued me. So it took months to get it going, and it was just really sad. And I had my toilet in my bedroom for 4 months.
Oh no.
Yeah, 4 months.
Yeah. Did you get in like an initial time frame?
No, and maybe that was my fault.
I mean, look,
but again, I'm going in blind, and I want to think everybody's the same. I want to think everybody's you. Look, I do. I want to think everybody's me, because I wouldn't do. I just wouldn't. I hate letting anybody down.
Yeah.
So I will move heaven and earth to make sure that and I know that this kid felt the same way. I do believe that.
So you like him still?
I still think but I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I think he had the best of intentions.
Yeah.
But trust me, you get what you pay for. The bathroom's gorgeous now.
Yeah, so he did a good job.
He did do a good job.
Yeah.
But he kind of left me, and I couldn't get him to come back to finish it. So I ended up coming to you and being like, please come rescue me. I have no floor vent.
We got you squared away. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it stinks when
it was
happens.
Little stuff too, but
so
it was
didn't
important.
Have much to finish. You just couldn't get it.
It took Richard less than 10 hours.
So Richard, so is Mr. Fix It here at Allura Bath and Kitchen. So he's the guy that we send in.
Amazing.
He's warranties, whatever, and he can literally fix
anything.
Yeah,
and he makes it perfect. And he's so meticulous.
Yeah.
So meticulous. So there were things that had been cut out in order to fit something in, and they were left undone, and the tub wasn't caulked and all this stuff. And it was just like a ledge had been removed, so the window you couldn't close it all the way. It was just weirdness. Yeah. And Richard came in, took a look at everything, and said, "Hey, I can fix that."
Yeah, he's awesome.
I knew he could.
Yeah, Richard's the man. Yeah.
And I got out of the way.
Yeah.
And he came in, and you're like, you would never know that they had carved part of the baseboard out to fit in the cabinet that I had purchased. And you would never know that the window had used to have a ledge, because now there's a piece of trim that covers that nonsense.
Yeah.
And you would never know that, this vent had to be carved into this floor.
Yeah. It's cool, because I think that it's good to hear from somebody that you've experienced different contractors in your house, so people can have a baseline.
But that's why I say, if you said you were sending the devil to my house, I'd be like, all right.
Yeah.
He's going to do a good job.
Yeah, it'll look fantastic.
And he's going to be really nice.
Yeah, got really good connections. That's hilarious.
Exactly.
Let's see. What I mean, we talked.
I feel like you vet your people very well, and I always felt like in life, like finds like. So we find our tribe. We find people that are like-minded, and But I'm somebody that's always wanted to live my life with a lot of integrity, and I feel like Allura is exactly that.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Thank you for.
So I found you.
That. I mean, we get along.
I know.
Fantastic,
I
right?
know, I love you.
We go trick or treating at Jen's house.
I put together special bags for the babies.
Yes, of course. Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to Jen's house."
Yeah.
Right? So it's always fantastic to hear that, and I agree with you. I think that you do find people that
finds like. We do.
Work with these people. Everybody here. I mean, we work very closely.
Yeah.
We're out at different jobs, but at the same time, we all have to get along.
Yeah.
And you can tell when somebody doesn't quite think the way you need to think, do the things you need to do, and they either don't get hired or don't last here very long.
Exactly.
And they kind of self-weed themselves out. But I usually, when we get new guys, like I try them, we work on the showroom first.
Yeah.
I'll send them to my house.
Yeah.
First, and I'm like, if I trust
well, because they have to be in your home. Yeah.
Right. And I wouldn't. Every guy I have here, I would put in my house.
Yeah.
And
I feel that
too, right?
Yep. I feel that. Yes.
Right? And I mean,
and because they're there for the kitchen was 6 weeks or 7 weeks. They're in your and they show up. That's the other thing, people. They show up. Or when they say they're going to show up, if they can't be somewhere, they will text you and say, "I'm going to be a little late."
Yeah.
That's unusual for a business.
Yeah, it's.
But you guys always showed up on time, and everybody. But are there all day?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just your job, right?
Yeah.
Mel was on Jen's job. Jen's job.
And Jen would come out and hang out with Mel.
Yeah, and then we would all have coffee.
Yeah.
No,
and then AJ would pop in.
Yeah, say hi, Yeah. Maybe pick up the hammer once and just do something.
Yeah.
Tell people I still do it, But,
yeah.
So like as far as like in the construction phase, because I feel like, I don't know how you felt, like you said in the sales side or the design phase or the selection phase that you felt frustrated with certain things.
Yeah.
And also that you were scared because when you didn't know anybody, you didn't know experience.
You don't know these people.
How was the feeling like letting somebody in your house for a while? Like I would say the first 3 or 4 days, there's that trepidation. How is this going to go? What is this going to be like? Who is this person? Yeah. You don't know.
I know, like, are we gonna get along? Because I'm retired at this point, so I'm around a bit.
Yeah.
And should I make myself scarce? Is it okay to be at home?
What did you do?
Initially, I had my dog, and she was geriatric at that point, and so you can't really take her out to do a lot. So initially, it was just like, okay, try and keep her quiet, keep her wrangled. I would set her up in my room, and we would, do whatever we were going to do, and then let her out to go to the bathroom and be like, hi. Yeah. Within 3 days, totally different story. I had gotten to know him just a little bit. He would bring treats for my dog.
Yeah.
The dog loved him.
You gotta love that. You gotta get the dog to like
him.
Yeah.
And then I didn't care that he could be there and I could go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
He could be there and I could be watching television. Nobody cared. Like, it was just like he had become my friend.
That's awesome. That
was so relieving.
Relieving.
Because this is the first big project I've ever done.
Yeah, and it's a big.
It was the first big project.
Well, you did the roof, but that's outside.
Yeah, right? But I don't have to talk to them.
Yeah, they're out there hammering away, right?
Yeah.
So the inside, I think it's a little more intimate.
It is very much more intimate.
Yeah.
And it's a space that I'm not going up on the roof. No, I'm not looking at that every day.
Yeah.
So my kitchen, I'm going to look at.
Yeah.
Every day. Yeah. So you're like, well, is this going? Are we going to like it? Is it going to actually work? Did I really convince them to do an island that isn't going to work? Because of course that's in your back of your head. Right. And then you start to question, like, I pushed for this. Did I make a mistake? And I don't know. And then everything started going in, and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I love it.
Why would I ever question myself?
Yeah, don't question it.
I know what I'm doing. Yeah. It was perfect.
That's amazing.
It was perfect.
The whole story is fascinating. I mean, from start to finish.
Yeah.
I love hearing your take on things because it's interesting for me, for the people here that work here, just to see how the clients think, what's concerning to them and what matters to them, because at the end of the day, that's what matters.
Yeah, and honestly, I'd never spent that amount of money on a single thing before.
Yeah, it can be daunting.
So, and you don't know, and we didn't know each other yet. We talked on the phone a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I kind of knew that I liked you right away.
Just from the
phone
call.
I mean, just from the phone call.
I feel like I'm
sometimes you just, you think?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
You
We've
think?
been talking for like an hour.
I know. Yeah. But I swear to God, I could talk to you for weeks, and
We'll have to have podcast number 2.
I think we do, right?
Because I feel we're gonna have to go into everything.
I have so much more to say.
I don't think I told you I have the whole day.
Scratch the surface.
Right for Jen.
Right? I would say to any woman out there that is trying to get something done and you're not sure about what you're doing, this is a company that you can call and they will work with you. And you can come in with a budget and you can say, I can't afford that. And they will carve things back and you can trust them. That for me is humongous.
Yeah, I mean, that's because you said you're living.
You don't know who you're hiring. Yeah, it's just me and my girl.
I can't speak to that because I'm not a woman, right?
So and you're part of a partnership, and so you've got somebody else to kind of like spitball things with, or
Yeah, because I mean, having somebody
or to blame if it all goes wrong. It's not my fault. It's your fault.
Yeah, I mean, almost all the guys, actually all the guys in the field that we have are guys, right? Yeah. And usually, you don't, and then you're a woman, and I can't speak to that,
No, but you're a little more vulnerable. Right? You are a little more, because you don't have the knowledge of what they're doing too.
Yeah. Did they keep you informed along the way? And you can be honest with
me. I mean, like if I asked a question, Mel would stop and explain everything.
So you felt you knew it was going down.
But I also wasn't trying to get into a new field of business, so I was like, just do it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, you're like, I don't even know everything.
I don't. You go ahead. Yeah, but there was never any mansplaining, or nobody talked down to me, nobody patronized me, or made me feel silly for asking things.
Have you felt that way before?
Sure.
Yeah, with other like contractors specifically, or just like in general?
No, just I think in general in life.
Yeah, I can see how that could happen.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense.
But they know you don't know anything, so they could either tell you the truth or not.
Yeah, and then if you don't know,
then you still don't know.
Yeah, and you don't know until somebody else tells you know.
Yeah, and when none of us like to be made a fool of. Yeah. Nobody likes to feel foolish or misinformed, or like we didn't do our due diligence in researching things. Yeah. I felt like when I hired this company the first time that I had done everything that I could to make sure that I was making an educated choice.
Yeah.
And I've never looked back.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's great to hear.
Yep.
I mean, that's exactly what we want to strive for, right? Like on every customer, nobody's perfect and no job's perfect and everything like that. But we can strive for that every single time. That's what we want. Right?
Yeah, and a company that will think of things that you can't. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
You can make this better, and I didn't think of it. Great.
Because you have a vision, but you didn't think of every detail, right? So now
I don't even know what all the possibilities are.
Yeah.
You do. I don't.
Yeah, I guess I sit here and look up.
Oh, you could do that? Cool. Let's do that.
Yeah, when you came to the showroom to actually like make selections and stuff too. Yeah, and how did that? When the other companies were out there, did they have showrooms you went to, or was it all at the house?
No, it was one of them was just at a big box store.
Okay.
So, and the other one was, this is what you can choose from,
So they limited your selection.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and then
I'm a pretty decisive person.
Yeah.
And I also went in with an idea. I don't think I have a project that I want you to do soon. Maybe early next year. I've decided I think I want to go in with no ideas.
No ideas. Just let somebody.
Yeah. Like I've got what can you do?
Just or
kind of like, it's this teeny tiny bathroom.
It's a powder room, right?
It's a teeny tiny closet.
So go a little wild with
like,
it.
why couldn't we do something amazing on the floor, or the, like, you know, float the vanity, or I don't know. Do something cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Why not?
Design an anti-gravity machine.
Well, I mean, like, the wall is probably this wide.
Yeah.
So
give yourself a little more room. That'd be fun. We should do a whole other segment on just how we'll just sit here and just be like,
I love it.
Tim, find us something crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Find us something cool. He's very good at that.
Yeah, he always has the coolest, like, because he usually will bring stuff to me. He's like, so here's what I designed, and this is what we're gonna do, and then I'm like, and he's like, all right, now you should build it. And then you're like, all right, here we go, and you're like, all right, put this whole thing together, and you know, because it's, you draw something, and it's on 2D on paper, right? Yeah. But when you build it up in 3D in someone's house, you know, that's where like I think the talent and the skill kind of come into play, and like adapting and making minor adjustments to make things fit and work. Yeah, and I can honestly say my finished project was better than what the rendering looked like. That's awesome. And that's not usually like that. So they did a rendering for you too. Yeah, they you know, like you could see. I wish I'd brought it. Was it color? Oh, we can add it. We'll add it up on the. I don't remember, but I know it was like you could see what the kitchen would look like, not just flat, but like Oh yeah, like with actual like design. Yeah, with all your cabinets in there, and mine's better. Are you a visual learner or? Like, yes. So those pictures were very important. Yeah, so you could see the space. Yep. Yeah, that's awesome. And plus, you know, there wasn't anything that was a no with him. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, why? Because I'll tell you right now. And again, my budget was but at that point, I was spending so much trying to do everything that I was like, all right, we're going to stay in this. Yeah. I wish I'd almost like the kitchen. I wish couldn't have waited another year, but there's so many things that I would add now that. Yeah. But that's the other thing. I gave you a budget, and you stayed within that budget and gave me a glorious kitchen. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, because I feel like, or you can probably explain this better, but you know, your budget's one thing, and then you had multiple people giving you options and do's and don'ts and stuff. So when you talk to Tim, you know, getting it in there, do you still feel like I got everything that I wanted within that budget, and then some? Because because what I didn't. He came in and he took a look at the kitchen, and at the end of the kitchen the kitchen is included in with the family room. I guess they would call it the family room. Yeah, kind of like kitchen. Yeah, just kind of a one long. Yeah. So at the start of it, there was a built-in bookcase, kind of clunky looking. Yeah. But whatever, it was there. And Tim took a look at that and he said, "Well, why don't we extend the kitchen and add another pantry?" Yeah. And I was like, "Why don't we?" Yeah. And it was still in that budget. It's perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. But it brings those two rooms now, and that was his idea, was it kind of brings these rooms together. Yeah. So rather than painting this clunky built-in, now I've got this beautiful pantry there. Yeah. It's my baking pantry. Yeah, we'll add some pictures and it's gorgeous for the podcast. Yeah, these people should see what this kitchen looked like. That's awesome. Let me see if I forgot anything else, because we have done a tremendous job here. I'm gonna toot our own. Good luck editing this baloney. We haven't made very many videos, and just so you guys know, this is the first interview and podcast I've ever done. So it's gonna be. I love being exciting. The OG. Yeah, this is fantastic. I think this is super insightful for people. I hope it's helpful. You had fun. I had a great time. Yeah. Listen, like I said, I can hang out with you anytime. You set a high bar for all my other. Great, good. Good, I love that. Yeah, a high bar. I love that. This was fantastic. This was so much fun. But if I can help somebody else in making a decision that impacts the rest of their, the rest of their home ownership of whatever house they're in, then that makes me feel like I've done something good today. Yeah, because I made the mistake for you people. What was the mistake? The mistake was going outside of Allura. Okay. Yeah. So don't make the mistake. Yeah, that's fantastic. So thank you so much. Yeah, I had a ball. It was. Yeah, we'll get you're my. You know you're my favorite. Thank you, Jen. Thank you. Oh my God, anytime. Nice. And if you want to do it again, we'll do it again. And I can honestly.